Alright, so we're on our final day of our time here at Massa Marissima, and we're going to be riding the brand new Canyon Strive On. This is a brand new bike for the brand. Let's have a quick look at it and we'll do some first ride impressions a little bit later. This is Canyon's Enduro focused e-bike, so it is built to race. So we've got a Bosch motor here. This is the Performance CX, and you know, it's 85 newton meters of torque. You can fit a 900 or 750 watt hour battery in this. This is built for easy swaps, so the guys who race these bikes, they get 2 battery swaps per race, so they need to be able to do that really quickly. So this is a large, got a 500mm reach, 63.5 degrees head tube angle, and I think that's a 77.5 degree seat tube angle. It's also a mullet bike, and yeah, it's full carbon frame as well. So just to go over the spec a little bit, we've got a Fox 38 Performance Elite at front. That is Performance Elite, yep. We've got a Fox Float X2 Performance. So there's some really cool things going on with the skid plate here. So as you see, it's slightly tilted up, and there's a big old gully here. So you know, when you're climbing, this is built to be scraped, but it's built to like deflect those impacts, which is pretty cool. Right, let's go get this bike set up and do some riding. So we've actually swapped bikes. I've gone to a medium as per Fabian Burrell's instruction. So now we're riding a 475mm reach, and I got the seat tube angle wrong, so we're actually talking 78.5, so it's a bit steeper. So that should mean a bit more better performance when climbing against the torque. We'll stick a card for that one up here. It's got higher BB, so should be a bit better for clearance when climbing up techie enduro or e-enduro climbs. So we've got 170mm suspension at the front with that Fox 38 Performance Elite. That rear travels 165, and there's a 445mm chainstay, so it's a little bit on the shorter side, but we're told that that's for downhill performance, where the steep seat tube kind of claws back grip and stops the front end from rising when doing steep climbs. So yeah, so far, pretty interesting bike. It definitely feels a bit squishier than the Torque, so hopefully that's a bit more forgiving. Of course, that's super helpful when you're racing these big old enduro things, or enduro races, let's say. It's quite hard to isolate the motor's influence, but I'm quite high gear here. There's no movement from the rear shock there, but it does track the ground really nicely. You know, going over bumpy stuff like this, the rear wheel hardly leaves the ground. Okay, so first bit of descent. Oh, hero dirty. So like it's been, as you saw from the Torque video maybe, or as you will see from the Torque video, it was absolutely hammering it down. And there's been thunderstorms all week. So like, where the sun's coming out, everything's drying up a little bit. So yeah, this bike, first impressions, has a super plush feel, which is nice. So like, it's not so fatiguing. Or, you know, this is the first trail, so let's wait for the fatigue a little bit later on. Gotta look where I'm going. But yeah, it really hugs the ground, which is very cool. Like, it's, well, you don't have to do so much work for it. Oh, rocks. So we're told this is very up and downhill. There we go, there's some up. Bit of tech. Pick the line. And go up again. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Thank you for an e-bike. So yeah, other spec choices, we've got Shimano XT brakes. I think it's big old 203mm rotors both ends or something like that. Interesting bit of tech. That's a tough line to get, come on. Dior shifting as well. That can hear me absolutely wrecking. Maxxis tyres, has to go at the front. DHR2 at the rear. Becoming the new classic combo. Wheels come from DC Swiss. I don't know the specifics of that. But no, I'm glad we went for the medium frame. It's feeling a bit more manoeuvrable. You know, so as you'll see in the Torque video, we went for a large 500mm reach. And in this kind of situation, it's quite hard to pedal about or get around the corners. This one feels a bit friendlier. But yeah, as we're doing a bit of climbing, let's have a quick chat. So this bike comes with another one saddle. Not exactly sure which one, but it's definitely e-bike specific. Got a big old scoop on the back of it, so if you're not sat right on the nose, you've got plenty of support. You know, your arse ain't going anywhere. But yeah, so again, this is where all this rain is making life a bit difficult because there's very little grip really. But it's definitely a comfortable climber. As little grip there is, the rear is hooking up, and that's owed to quite a plush suspension kinematic, or you know, a plush start of the stroke. Oh, it's a big old bit of climb. And yeah, I think, as you can hear from my heavy breathing, e-bikes aren't cheating. Oh god.
Yes, nice. Back out. Nice.
Ah, come on.
Good, nice. Good. That was
shame.
good. No, good start. Good start.
Felt good.
Really good.
Thank you.
Hi, boy.
So we know it climbs pretty well. So I think this is the real test. But one thing this bike is planted the suspension. And it's just feeling absolutely great. Whoa. I would say this stuff is similar to stuff at home, but God, it's not. It's definitely more. But yeah, that weight of the bike is giving a lot of stability, and it's keeping the bike tracking really nice. God, lumpy. Oh, this is definitely a challenge. I wish I was wearing clips. So that slack head angle is really helping in those holes as well. Keeps the front end supported. I kind of wonder what the torque would be like here. Ow. Just caught my shoulder there. So yeah, it's immediately feeling like this bike is a bit more at home on the trails. Or back at home, back in the UK. A bit more versatile than, say, the torque. A bit more aggressive. I really have to pick where the tyres go. Oh, there are dodgy routes in dodgy places. Talk about sniper routes, right? There's just flow. I like it. Oh, and more uphill, fantastic. Feeling that in my forearms. God knows how these guys do this over a number of days. There's definitely like a bit more flex in the frame compared to the torque. It's definitely a more forgiving ride, regardless of how comparatively little travel it's got. But yeah, that forgiveness saves off fatigue and gets super useful against the clock. Oh, but fatigue in my arms, wow. Oh man. So yeah, you know, this is a shorter bike. Fabian said, you know, the stability of the motor will make up for stability gained in the length of the bike. But when it comes to twisty sections like what we've just been doing, it claws back absolutely vital agility. So yeah, if you're going to buy this bike, I would definitely consider sizing down, because 500mm reach on a large is pretty long. this is... That was weird. So this one comes with the Bosch motor, and it's definitely punchier than the EP8 that we saw on the Talk, or on many bikes like this, to be honest. It gives you like all of the power much sooner. So yeah, I've basically been in e-MTB mode all the time, just to help keep traction and mirror what I'm doing with the bike when I'm pedaling. And it's especially helpful when it comes to climbs like this that you don't really expect. Oh, I clipped the pedal then. Ow. Clipped another pedal. Oh, I've got to get good at that. It's definitely reasonably plush, but tracks the ground so nicely. And dare I say it, probably easy going than the Talk. I really like it. I can understand why they've chosen to go this direction for an enduro e-bike. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this bike. It's suited the kind of riding that I've been doing down to the T. Like a bit technical, you have to think about what you're doing, but it's also like super stable when things get a bit quicker. Oh, that's what happens when you don't look where you're going. Alright, Canyon Strive on, done. That is my time with that bike. And yes, it's awesome. It is a through and through enduro machine. It's got a really nice suspension kinematic that's plush, that hugs the ground really nicely, but classic of Canyon, it's kind of, as you push through it, it's nice and poppy, so you can like just leap off of roots and stuff. Yeah, Canyon's done great. Like, I like how specific, oh hello, I like how specific the design is towards enduro racing. So yeah, it's got that super seat tube angle that I imagine will be invaluable on power stages. And yeah, the mullet is just aggressive, but it climbs really nicely. The rear wheel tracks the ground. I'm a big fan. I think this kind of bike will find a very good home in the garage of any UK owner. Okay, so that is the end of my time in Massa Marittima. This is probably the first video you'll see. We'll put this one up first because this is probably the most exciting bike, I think. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.